Yo, what's up guys? Yeah, PokeaimMD here with the next part of the OU Road to Top 10. Thank you everybody for all the support on the previous episodes, and thank you as well for understanding that I'm moving this week, so uploads are going to be a little bit rough. But today we're actually using a team by Catalysm, and as I've said in the past, of course, if you are enjoying the Road to Top 10, I would love if you would leave a like. Obviously, only if you enjoy. It'd be great if we can get to 1,000 likes on this video, but yeah, today I'm using a cool team. A little bit different than what I've been using, just a bit, as you guys will see, and I'm excited to talk about it. So let's get right into a preview. So today's team is pseudo Trick Room. So it's not full-on Trick Room. It's like half Trick Room, half offense, as you guys will see. But the first Pokemon that we have is Alolan Marowak, which really does excel under Trick Room. It hits incredibly hard, especially with Thick Club doubling its attack stat. So basically, Flare Blitz hits incredibly hard, and with Rock Head, you don't take any recoil. Shadow Bone is its stab. 2-hit KOs a ton of the metagame and doesn't care about Rocky Helmet either, which is pretty cool, even though it's a physical move. Low Kick is there because it OHKOs Heat Ran from full. Doesn't miss like Bone Meringue does, and isn't affected by grassy terrain like Earthquake is. So that's why we have Low Kick. It also picks up the KO on Greninja, Hydreigon as well, so those are some cool Pokemon. But obviously, not all of them are all that popular in Hydreigon's case, but it just hits incredibly hard. Substitute is the last move. I might be changing that between Substitute, Stealth Rock, Swords Dance as we keep going. And as you see, we're obviously not Brave Nature, we're just Adamant, Max HP, Max Attack, Resistance, but Def. Mainly because we outspeed Toxapex outside of Trick Room, so like I said, it's pseudo Trick Room. It's not necessarily dependent on Trick Room, but versus faster offensive builds, we still outslow them. Next up we have Mega Mawile. We are running 4 attacks Mega Mawile with Play Rough, Thunder Punch, Sucker Punch, and Fire Fang. Play Rough is your main stab. Thunder Punch is there to 2-hit KO Celesteela, 2-hit KO Toxapex. Hit water types as well. Fire Fang is there for Mega Scizor and Ferrothorn, and Sucker Punch is the last move. This is interchangeable, I believe, again between Stealth Rock. The team doesn't have rocks, is what I'm trying to say. But Stealth Rock, Ice Punch is also another move that Mawile can run. Gives it a 100% accurate move versus Lando and Zygarde that knocks them out. And once again, same thing as before. While we are going almost max HP, we're not going 0 speed Brave or anything like that, just because we still want to be able to outspeed Pokemon like Toxapex outside of Trick Room, and we also that's just the main thing about Mawile. Like, we want to be able to abuse Trick Room versus other teams as well. Like outslowing Clefable is pretty cool under Trick Room, as you'll destroy them. I mean, either way you destroy them. So next up we have Ash Greninja. Now, another mon I'm a little bit iffy about the set. Hydro Pump, Dark Pulse, Water Shuriken are given specs. It really abuses it. Now, it does have U-Turn. U-Turn's pretty cool because it allows you to get in Mawile and Marowak when your opponent goes out to Bulu on Greninja. Another option that I've been thinking about, and as we're playing I might change, is Spikes or Ice Beam. Ice Beam being able to get the 100% KO on Zygarde, also doing a ton to top of Bulu because of choice specs. And then Spikes obviously giving you momentum in a sense that if your opponent, well, not momentum, but more so racking up hazards in a sense that once you bring in Marowak and Mawile, their counters can't necessarily come in because spikes are up and they're in danger of being KO'd or 2-hit KO'd. So that's just one thing about Gren that we might be changing. But Tapu Bulu is the next member of the team. It's the Tapu Koko answer. It is also the opposing Ash Greninja answer. Helps check as well Zygarde, as well as Landorus. And a cool thing is with grassy terrain, it means that Mawile is taking less damage from Earthquake from Pokemon like Landorus, so that's really nice. With this Spadef set, with Swords Dance, Protect, Horn Leech, and Sewer Power, with Protect you get more recovery from leftovers and grassy terrain. With Swords Dance, Protect, you can actually 1v1 Pokemon like Heatran, as they don't knock you out when you're at full, and you can knock them out at +2. So that's just the big thing about Tapu Bulu. It's one of the sets that's been running around. 20 speed allows to outspeed opposing Bulu, so just a little bit of speed creep on those. Cresselia is the next member of the team. This is actually the Pokemon that will be setting up the Trick Room. It is physically defensive because it can take on hits from Zygarde, Landorus, Hawlucha as well. The moveset is Moonlight, Ice Beam, Lunar Dance, and Trick Room. Obviously, Trick Room is there for Marowak and Mawile when necessary. Moonlight gives us longevity, whereas Lunar Dance actually allows us to play aggressively, maybe with Mawile or Marowak, let them get really low, save them for later, and bring them back with that Lunar Dance. Again, max defense because this is the main Lando switching on the team. This is the Zygarde main switching on the team. And we're relaxed nature, but we're not min speed as well. And the reason for relaxed that instead of going just bold when we obviously don't care about the speed is because we want to outslow Mega Scizor, which I think is pretty important because they hit us with a U-turn first and then we can get go for a Moonlight and get some recovery. So that's something about Crest that can do that. Next up, we have Tornadus. Now, originally this was max HP with PokeaimMD, superpower, but I made it special attacking, Focus Blast, U-turn, Defog, and Hurricane. Defog is there for the hazards. All-out pummeling Focus Blast is really nice for Tyranitar. Getting rid of that is really good for Cresselia, being able to repeatedly set up Trick Room, not having to worry about Pursuit. And it's also really nice for Heatran. Being able to get rid of that is so nice for Mawile. It does not care. Also opens up that door for Bulu. Like I said, Bulu can live a hit, but it doesn't like getting toxic, doesn't like getting burnt by Lava Plume. So that's the team for this episode. Really more of an aggressive one. Tornadus also helps us check Kartana, which is another thing it does. A little bit more of an aggressive one. I'm excited though to see how we do. Hopefully we can do well this episode. Last time we were kind of tilted, but hey, if I lose more, that just means you guys get more episodes, and I know you guys are enjoying Road to Top 10. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the games. So we got a game, and this guy definitely has Pokemon that I did not want to see. Hoopa is a big one. Thank you, man. Have fun. Oh, I already said have fun. Hoopa's a big one, but Volcanion is not on the field at all. It's Volcarona, actually. Volcarona is a giant threat. I gotta be careful. I have Sucker Punch and Water Shuriken, thankfully, but we'll see how that ends up going. I absolutely love Greninja as a lead because he can U-turn out of there versus Hoopa. Doesn't necessarily pick up the KO though, but I like Greninja because it also scares out Pokemon like Landorus. I feel like you would switch as well, fearing me to be Scarf. So I'm going to go for U-turn as he goes for his own U-turn. Like, had I been Scarf, I obviously pick up the KO right there with Ice Beam. But I guess that allowed in Volcarona. So obviously missing out on that is bad. Surf would have been really nice there too. But what I can do is U-turn out into my Tornadus and throw out an all-out pummeling. This catches Heatran, which I thought he would switch into, and obviously, hopefully picking up the KO, and if I do, that means no rocks for my opponent. So unfortunately, I do miss out on the KO. However, I believe U-turn will be able to do 2%, so I'm just going to go for it as he goes Volcarona. And this gives me some momentum as well with my Specs Greninja because he does not have a water switch in at all. And it shows leftovers on Volcarona too, so I'm really happy that basically Specs Hydro Pump should be able to pick up a KO unless he goes Zygarde. Kartana will drop, Hoopa will be 2-hit KO'd, and getting rid of Volcarona would be great. So he actually gives me Volk, which again I think was the biggest threat, giving me my Battle Bond form, and basically while Landorus can come out and go for U-turn, he still doesn't appreciate Tornadus at all. And if he goes for Rocks, if he's like Scarf Rocks, it doesn't matter. I U-turn on his Heatran, I knock that thing out. I U-turn on Hoopa and do a ton. If he goes Zygarde, I can U-turn out into Cresselia. Basically, I just U-turn on everything, is what I'm trying to say. Another mon that can actually just straight up sweep him is Crest. It deals with Zygarde, deals with Landorus, it will 2-hit KO Kartana, and it can knock out a 2% Heatran. So that's really, really important. What I should be doing, though, however, is opening up my calc. I don't want to go off intuition, though, I mean, there's nothing that, or not really intuition, but more so experience, I think is the better word. So U-turn right here as he goes out to Landorus. And once again, you don't appreciate Gren at all. I'm going to bring it out and just go right for Water Shuriken. Like I said, nothing on this team really wants to take it. Hoopa is actually a pretty good switch-in, but Hoopa is now in range of... First off, I might be able to knock out Hoopa again. Hold up. Is that a roll? Because I kind of like how much that did. I'm not going to lie. Whatever, same thing. Oh, I got a higher roll. Okay, so I don't want to take what's useless in this game. Marowak can sweep under Trick Room. Torn will die if it's banded, and Torn also stops me from losing to Earthquake. Not that I lose to Earthquake, but it helps versus Cart. I would say Bulu's the most expendable. It's actually Marowak, but I like Marowak's. I'm gonna sack Marowak though. It is 100% Marowak. That is the most expendable member. As he brings out Heatran here, we'll just be able to Shadow Bone and knock him out. If he gets a Brox, I can defog. So Marowak gets his first KO. Sick. Brings in Zygarde, which I will allow to set up if he wants to. And I'll just click Shadow Bone again as he doubles, predicting my Cresselia. Look at Marowak putting in work. Basically, Marowak is expendable, so I'm sacking it. That's how I'm justifying what I'm doing right here. Marowak is expendable, so I'm sacking it. You got yourself, to be honest. Bro. Wasn't expecting the double, but Marowak wasn't key to winning. Pretty much my thought process. So like same here, like I'm gonna stay in and attack this Zygarde. Because Marowak isn't key to winning. Yeah. So he might try and Dragon Dance if he has it. He might go for a Bandit, 1,000 Arrows, whatever. Still got a lot. Again, that's something you get from experience, if anything. But yeah, Shadow Bone still does a huge chunk of damage. My goodness. And I can just keep saying, that did 41%. I don't have to care about this thing at all. And basically now, he is guaranteed in range of Cress. So what I'm actually going to do, though, is go for Trick Room with Cress first. He's guaranteed in range. Last move might be Extreme Speed. 1,000 Arrows isn't going to do crap, even with a crit. That should be in range of Cress, right? Actually, it would have done a good chunk. But Trick Room's the best play because it ensures that Mawile basically goes ham. So Ice Beam gets rid of Zygarde. Nice. And another thing that's important to note that as long as Greninja's at 12.3, never mind, it dies to rocks. I wouldn't say as long as Greninja's alive, I win. Because at this point, if Kartana gets Ice Beam by my Cresselia, it dies to Water Shuriken. So as I said, I'm just going to Ice Beam this thing. And just to ensure victory, I'm going to Lunar Dance. So that way my Greninja can just win with Water Shuriken right here. So basically ensures victory no matter what. Even if it's like sub Kartana, I'm pretty sure one Water Shuriken will beat it. So, bring back in Gren. Good game, bro. And that is essentially a good game because, again, Water Shuriken sweeps. Knocks out Kartana for sure, and would be able to knock out Landers. So we were able to win the first game. Really, really nice. Let's keep going. Obviously, we dropped down a lot. Marowak put in work there, and I wasn't even intending for it to put in work. I just didn't need it. It wasn't key for me winning. Now, unfortunately, we're fighting this team by Mimo is that how you say his name? Mimo is a cool guy. I don't know how to say his name, but he's a really cool guy. I'm going to lead Mawile just because it gets off Intimidate on something, and I have Sucker Punch for Blacephalon, and I have Fire Fang for Ferrothorn. I don't care if he switches. I know it's his specs. I'm going to Sucker Punch. Yeah, like I knew Lando was coming in, but Sucker Punch was by far my best play. Now this is Scarf Lando, if I'm not mistaken, so we'll go Torn. I led off with Mawile because Intimidate meant that I could take a hit from Lopunny. The Magearna is a problem. I don't even remember the set. I think it's Trick Room, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that is a problem. One mon that just claims every kill, though, by just clicking Flare Blitz is Marowak under Trick Room, but I'm also expecting Mawile to put in a lot of work here. So I'm all out pummeling, get as much damage as I can on this thing as it's his main Greninja switching. Beautiful. I'll defog as well, that way I won't miss Hurricane. Gyro Ball does not knock me out. And Hurricane should connect, or at least have a high chance to connect. So, basically, preventing rocks is really nice. Lopunny can obviously come out. Goes Lando. As I unfortunately miss. That would have been really cool to hit because of the damage that I do. But I'll go Mawile now because he should U-turn or Stone Edge. I don't think he would Earthquake in that position. And if he goes out into Ferrothorn and knock it out, goes Crawdon. I pray Bulu takes this hit. Just barely. And we'll Horn Leech as he goes Ferrothorn. Now, if he doubles out into Blacephalon, very solid play. I feel like I can go Greninja here, though, but I think that Superpower is still the better play, even if he does go Blacephalon. Yeah, because I need the 2 turns of recovery, that way I can come in on I need the turns of recovery. That way I can come in on the Crawdon. So it was basically worth that. As he's going to throw off a flamethrower. With grassy terrain, I can bring out Gren and just Hydro Pump. Don't crit me. I always feel like whenever I bring out Gren on Blacephalon, I just get hard crits. And Hydro Pump is the best play. As he'll knock out Blacephalon, doesn't allow Magearna in for free, which is really important. This thing's a threat. In fact, if you want to give me my Battle Bomb for him, if he goes Ferrothorn, if I hit 2 more in a row, I'm good. And if he gives me Magearna, then look at Greninja go, and I don't have to worry about losing to Magearna, which is awesome. So Lopunny's more than likely going to come out. Okay, I guess Lando can do it in U-turn. I'll just go Torn for the Regenerator turns. Basically, as Lopunny should come out, rather. Yep. Mawile Cresselia is a really good switching. And what I'm actually going to do is Trick Room. Because if he goes Ferrothorn, I bring out Marowak and I start claiming some KOs. Give me my kill. Give me my kill. You can give me damage on Crawdon too. Ooh, gone. Lovely, look at that. I hope he goes Crawdon now, so I can low kick it. I'm gonna low kick it in the face. Ooh, if he goes Landers, I get damage off on it. Beautiful. Look at Marowak go. He does not care. The boy does not care. Give me my first KO. Alolan. This is one of my favorite mons in early Sun and Moon, mainly because Pheromosa was around in Coco, and I was able to check those due to typing and Lightning Rod. I feel like you go Crawdon and you just raw attack. I'm saying raw, but I think you just knock off, expecting me to go Bulu or something like that. So that's why I'm going to low kick him in the face. He's probably calculating how much Crawdon takes. But Crawdon being at full and him not going Landers there, which makes sense too, because I would have done a ton. You can fake me out. No point in not Flare Blitzing. I'm pretty sure this gets blown away. My goodness. You beast. As he's going to knock off. What I can do is actually defog first. I don't mind if he knocks me out with knockoff here, as I don't fear I'm in danger of losing because basically my Bulu wins. So like on its own it wins. So I just click Horn Leech here, and getting rid of rocks means that he can't pressure me with repeated U-turn switchings and stuff like that. Lando's gonna come out, more than likely just go for Explosion. We'll protect here. Yep. Go ahead and drop. As Lopunny comes out, and all I gotta do is go Cress. Trick him up again. Just to bring out Bulu, and that should be game. Yeah, because even if you knock off here, it doesn't... You basically don't have enough turn... Like, you're not doing enough damage to Bulu, and... I always Horn Leech. I knock out Crawdon. I actually didn't knock out Crawdon, which I'm pretty surprised about. But even if he goes Lopunny, it doesn't matter. And at that point, you don't actually beat Bulu, so... Let me just protect here. I just go for Superpower. He's going for the freeze. Does not get it, and that puts you in range of Water Shuriken, so that should be a good game. Good game. Good game. Oh, he typed it. I think he typed it before me, even though mine just got sent. That was a good one. That was a really good one, though. So really nice. Pretty fun. Well played. Marowak put in... Did you guys see Marowak? Oh, go Blacephalon. I know it's Blacephalon, but still. Blame hacks, protect ego. Ooh. I like this guy's name. It's hilarious. So, you are a problem, sir. Torn is so good here because it checks a lot. I absolutely love Marowak. I'm actually going to lead off with it because I feel like I can low kick immediately into Tyranitar and pick up the KO. Yep, I feel you U-turn because you don't risk my ability, and you go Tyranitar. Hey, goodbye. Kicked right in the face. Look at young Marowak coming in. Not bad at all. Beautiful. So Tyranitar is gone. Awesome. That means Sand won't be here for the majority of the game. You can go Pinsir now and blow me back if you want to. Or Big Drill. USD? I went for rocks. Okay, that's cool. I'll trick him up. And then just click buttons with Marowak. That Slowbro's a problem though. It's regular Slowbro, but it's still a problem. Speaking of which. But I think what I do is I go Gren here. Even if he Calm Minds and I U-turn out. Throws off a Scald. I U-turn on what I'm expecting to be the Kyurem Black. And then I'll be able to knock it out with Shadow Bone. That's what I'm expecting anyway to happen this turn. Well, literally no matter. I'm pretty sure if I'm him, I go Kyurem Black. Because Dark Pulse will give me my form. And then we bring out Big Boy. And Blitz. Yeah, Blitz is always the play. He should go slow, bro. Okay. Oh, he's Helmet. Oh. And he's also faster than me, which is a little annoying. I'll go Torrent so I can defog away these rocks. The Torrent is actually really important, so maybe I shouldn't have went Torrent there. But he should go Coco, not fearing the Z move. Or fearing the Z move, rather. Especially because you know that means I'm no HP investment. Goes Drill. So I can all-out pummeling that. Ideally this KO so I don't have to deal rocks the entirety of the game. That'd be super nice. It looks like he doesn't see it coming. Hopefully he's not that Spadef Drill that's on Sand. Nice. So we don't have to deal with rocks the entirety of this game. Beautiful. I don't have rocks of my own, of course, but just something that I don't have to deal with. Especially because I just click Shadow Bone with my Marowak under Trick Room and bop him, so Lord Pinsir comes out. I'm gonna go Mawa on what I'm hoping to be a quick attack. Ooh. As he SDs in my face. My god. Do I lose? Close combats, I'm dead. Trick Room, Lunar Dance. I might lose to Kyurem. Like, I'm not gonna lose to this Pinsir. I can deal with this Pinsir, but I'm gonna lose to Kyurem. Unless I'm able to bring back it versus that. Because that's a Z-Mon. It's Kyurem as a Z-Mon, I'm pretty sure. Okay. I need Crest because it can Moonlight on that. Okay, so we sack Marowak and we bring out Mawile. Click Play Rough. Picks up a KO. Thunder Punch is a better play, as it doesn't miss and it also hits slow, bro. And it will also knock out Pinsir. I think I might lose to that Pinsir though. I feel like I don't have enough Pokemon left. And unfortunately, me not being min speed is actually hurting me here. But I don't know if that would make a difference in the long run. So he sacks Coco here. Brings back Slowbro after. You have to sack Coco here. You can't sack Slowbro. If you sack Slowbro, then if I manage to reset Trick Room, which I think I can. Oh, he sacked Slowbro. Okay, cool. So I think I can reset Trick Room and then win with Play Rough. I think. You U-turn out into Kyurem Black. This is gonna be tough. I gotta bait the Z. But I think it might actually be Z Coco instead. Oh, he Brave Birds. Okay. Is it not Z Coco? I have to bring this thing back. I have to try and get Mawile back at full HP, because then I win. The thing I'm thinking is, he should go Pinsir. I don't know why he didn't go Pinsir initially. I don't mind him Brave Birding me, but yeah, because I tank it and then I get some damage off on you, which is important for Water Shuriken. I'm gonna sack this mod. I don't get why he didn't go to the 4 times resistant Pinsir. Yeah, like, man, put me in a position to win. Hold up. Not over yet. Specs Hydro Pump. Okay, okay. Now I gotta get like Water Shuriken crits. I can't believe he put me in a position to win. Also, this is one of the reasons why Rocks would be really nice on this team. I'm getting rid of sub on Marowak. I don't think there are very many opportunities where I'll go for it. I also don't think I'm going to click Self Rock most of the time with this thing, but I'll try. I don't think Greninja's... I can get... No, I can't get 5 hits. Well, actually, yes I can. But I can get 5 hits crits. I got 5 hits, but no crits. He got the crit on me. Good game. Alright, so I've lost that game unfortunately. Rocks might have made the difference. And obviously being outsped by Slowbro was pretty bad. Man, Pinsir's a problem. Well, I guess that's why I was max HP on Tornadus initially, but I didn't like the fact that I had super power and I was timid and I was doing no damage. That was still a fun game though. Like, Marowak still did what it needed to do. But that's why I didn't want to put initially the... initially Stealth Rock on Marowak because I knew I wasn't going to go for sub ever because we don't have enough Trick Room terms, but just it's like putting Stealth Rock on Mamoswine, man. Like, it's not good. You are much better off clicking attacks. Anyway, I love Mawile as a lead. I'm gonna click Play Rough with it and hopefully pick up a KO. Yep, Pelipper as a lead. Bulu is going to be useful in checking Kingdra and Swampert. Torn is a problem, but like this Mawile is a huge problem too. As you can see, I get a crit, which I guess is big, yeah. I'll Thunder Punch you. Now, don't have to deal with that. Lovely. Gren comes out. Hydro. Bulu. I have Bulu. Bulu will eat. I'm gonna defog away that spike too. Looks like he's Stealth Rock on perp too. I really, really, really want to click Thunder Punch, but that is not the play. Bulu is always the best play. Just getting rid of though of Klefki is nice because he doesn't have that as a sack for later. He really does overwhelm Bulu though. There's no denying that. But cool thing is also he has no more Hurricane resists with Klefki being gone. What was the item on Klefki? I was surprised it wasn't dual screen. Oh god. That hurt. But not enough. Don't think a non-specs Ice Beam can knock me out, so I'm actually going to go for Horn Leech. I didn't want to go for Protector, because if he went Tornadus, basically, which was more than likely to switch in, I almost get back up to full at the end of this. So, ideally, now I can just keep coming in on Gren, which is really nice. Also, the fact that he is not... Is that specs? First off, look at my Greninja and look at his team. I'm going to attempt to go for Trick Room right here. I got it up, thankfully. Really nice. There's a big old Mawile about to come out. and click Thunder Punch and not care. I can eat one hit from a Swampert outside of range. So we get him Mawile as he goes pert. Smart man. Very smart. I'll go Torn because Torn will take one hit and I can defog. He should go for Earthquake here, I feel. I think Earthquake is the best play. Play Rough isn't going to KO and I don't want to go for it. As I think that Mawile is going to be key in me winning this as it resists Tornadus basically. So Trick Room being up is actually worse for me right now that Swampert's in. But not bad at the same time because I can deal with it with like Crest and whatnot. So you should Earthquake here. He Waterfall. Nice play. Cresselia should easily eat a hit though. Very good play. I would have always Earthquake there because it doesn't. His Waterfall doesn't KO Mawile. Okay, sir. I'm going to get my HP back now. Oh, my Crest under Trick Room. And then I'm going to defog away your hazards. I'm assuming you're going to go Pelipper after going for Waterfall this turn or something. Or you could go hard Pelipper. Both of that works. Another mon that's pretty good here is Greninja, obviously. Though Greninja gets my Cresselia almost back up to full HP. So I'd be okay with Gren coming in. Yep, because basically no rain, so I get my full recovery of Moonlight. Same thing, always Horn Leech. I need to be at full HP for Bulu to do its work in this game. I think that's Specs Torn, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, wasting Hurricanes is good. Route to Crest, that's another cool thing that can happen. Obviously, my opponent can miss. Ooh, okay, so what is your item? Helmet? It gets in Pelipper as I freeze it. It shouldn't matter since he should Scald Burn me anyway. But that means he can't U-turn for momentum, so that's why that does matter. But he can Scald to Thaw. As he opts to not. I'm gonna go for Trick Room here. Because I'll live a Dark Pulse, and he's not Specs. Nice. Time to get in. Wait, it's not Rocky Helmet, because I've been Horn Leeching. Oh god. Well, he freezes me right back, and that might be the beginning of the end. That's actually the beginning of the end, because Bulu was so... I didn't know he had Ice Beam. But Bulu was so necessary. It makes sense, though, because it obviously gets Bulu. And he's so smart, too. I like that my opponent is not taking advantage of the freeze. It's time to give him my KO, though. It is time to give him my KO. Mawile is under Trick Room. Oof, that's some big damage. Are you gonna scout for Sucker Punch? That was some big damage. Bulu being frozen is not nice. Basically being... you guys know how I would get back at the full HP and I'd be able to deal with Kingdra and whatnot, but... I think because he saw Play Rough from Thunder Punch, he's trying to think if I had Sucker Punch, which makes sense that I don't. On that type of team, it's typically, again, Elemental Punches and Fire Fang. Nice. Okay, so we get rid of Pert, but that doesn't really save us. Because he still has Gren. If I go Greninja, I have to win a speed tie after. I think I Sucker into Greninja? Yeah, I think that's the play. Sucker to go into Greninja. To click Specs Hydro Pump, which should knock out Pelipper or give me it. Yep, so that gives me that form. Obviously, the dude's going to be able to bring out his Kingdra now and kind of start wrecking Pokemon. Torn. You can still eat a hit from Torn, I guess. Alright, Bulu. I need a thaw really badly. Let me just calc this real quick. $32 to 37%. That's the most he can do. I'm at 34%. And he wasn't specs either. So I lived that too after. I'm gonna have to go for the Trick Room win. And I can't even do that because he has Rain. Well, maybe it's possible. Hold on, it might be possible Water Shuriken. He should never sack Kingdra. I think that's a given, right? I Lunar Dance here. I don't think he ever sacks Kingdra. I think he goes Tornadus here. Man, the freeze on... Obviously, I got the freeze on Pelipper, but... I win the speed tie and I U-turn. Does that KO Grin? I think I have to pray it KOs Grin. $60 to 71%. I gotta go for it. I gotta win the speed tie. I gotta get the roll. Because if he doesn't sack Tornadus, right? If he stays in, if I win the speed tie, I knock out Gren. I get in Marowak, which doesn't care about Kingdra. I click Shadow Bone, which claims me a KO. Rain ends. I still have 3 turns of Trick Room left, so this is important. This is really important right here. He needs to stay in. I need to win the speed tie, and I need to knock him out. Like, that's all that I need from this turn. And not go Tornadus. He also needs to not Water Shuriken me, and that has to not put me in KO range. So I need a lot from this, actually. He should always go Tornadus, I feel. I need a speed tie, I need a roll, I need him to stay in, I need him to not go for Water Shuriken. Yeah, he went Torn. Crap, that's game. That's for sure game. Is it? Hold up, how much does Dark Pulse do to opposing Ash Grin? 51 to 60. I guess I could crit. Yeah, because you just Water Shuriken here. I guess if I crit Dark Pulse on Greninja and then... And the problem is, even if he went Torn, I couldn't go for Dark Pulse because Kingdra would outspeed me on the Trick Room and win. So here, what I need to happen is him not go for Water Shuriken, which is his best play. But even if he does go for it, I need to crit with Dark Pulse, and then I need to flinch the Kingdra. And I'm in this position because I got frozen. Smart? What do you mean? He's not specs. Nah, he wins unless I flinch him. Wait. Yeah, he wins unless I crit. Crit! Let's go! Good game. Man, that freeze was so bad. Ah! Thank you. Don't freeze me next time. I froze him too, though. But my freeze was definitely less important because he has Scald to thaw it. Ah! That was so bad. What am I fighting? I'm gonna lose to it too. I'm actually really weak to a whole bunch of this stuff. It's just a whole bunch of hard hitters. I bet you that Kamala's Choice Band, last resort. I gotta leave Crest and get up Trick Room and just start hitting him hard back. Like, that's the only play. Damn, man. That freeze is heartbreaking. It really was. Trick Room up. That is spectacles as hell. Good thing you don't have a good Mawa switching. I did not mean to say Mawa, I meant to say Marowak. Does it eat this? I think I actually value Stealth Rock more. I value Stealth Rock more for the long run. So I'm going to get blown away by Steam Eruption there, but I'm just going to go under the assumption that while that was useful, obviously, for these two Mons blowing me back, because I might just lose to them, I'm going to hope that Tornadus can do it, because Tornadus is ridiculous in this. Of course. And the dude is probably Bloom Doom too. I'm losing to Volcanion now. Probably Bloom Doom as well. I didn't want to go Grunt because you didn't have enough turns. And it's Assault Vest. Why? No. No. Not Assault Vest Volcanion. I don't even knock you out with Hurricane. Don't burn. Okay, cool. Can I still do it with Tornadus plus these? It's gonna be iffy. First off, that needed to happen. That needed to connect. Secondly, doesn't Lele just win? Maybe I'll go Porygon first and I'll be able to hit it with all out pummeling. Actually, I need to hope he's not Scarf and go for the confusion. I think that was like the only play there. That's okay, dude. Don't worry about it. I got blown away by Volcanion anyway. Okay, bro, do your thing. Go, Mawile. I choose you. 1. Who's next? How much do I do to Gator? Mawile's strong, but there's no way it's that strong. Gator's good. Wow, Mawile's that strong. Never mind. Drop. Mawile, you beast. Give me Porygon too, please. It's Porygon Z, but give it to me. It's not enough, though. It's not enough to win. I gotta hope he goes for HP Fire and chokes. I think that was literally my play there. Yeah, I literally have to hope he goes for HP Fire because I don't think I did not live Porygon plus Gator. So I made the play I needed to. That Volcanion put me down. I don't know how I could have played that differently. Like, I didn't have a way of hitting it. It was Assault Vest and it just put me down. Player if Nabs won on anyone's Mons. I mean, it's Mawile. Alright, we're gonna get one more. Because we are still tilting hard. Maybe he'll choke and go for like Dragon Dance with Gator. And not attack with Porygon. All you do is Psychic me, dude. That's it. Psychic for Chip. Get in Porygon. Win with Tri-Attack. I can't win. Or he just says, nah, I don't care. I'm clicking Focus Blast. I don't think you needed to, dude. Maybe he just wanted to win with Porygon. I'm getting blown away again, guys. Could've just ended it after the freeze. Should've just ended it after the freeze. You're taking too long, dude, to click Tri-Attack. Holy crap. Good game. Thank you. I could not have done anything versus your team, and that is annoying. My Volcanion answer was hoping it was choice locked, and then what? Sludge Bomb O-Code Bulu. I don't want to play this guy again. Okay. Have fun again. Gonna lead Mawile this time. I'm just gonna click Thunder Punch. So ideally no freeze. Yeah, ideally no freeze. That's all I can ask for. Okay. Player off is still always the best play. What? Okay. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna win this game. That man really tried. I'm not gonna Thunder Punch that thing, dude. I might have showed it, but I can't allow that. Bulu does not care. Don't freeze me, dude. Don't freeze me. That's what matters. Don't freeze me. Ah, I like that. Getting Crest. I'm gonna double out to Marowak like a man. Because if I'm him, I still try and taunt. If I'm him, I always try and taunt, I think. Yep. In. Oh, God. Of course. That did not do enough. Hurricane KO me? It probably does. I mean, either way, I'm Shadow Boning, I feel. Low kick does 80. Actually, low kick is fine. Because it does more to Greninja, I think. Actually, was it 40 versus Greninja or 60? That sucks I lost my item, but I don't think it... Yeah, it's fine. Ooh! Fine. Okay, so we got rid of the biggest threat from last game. We're good. Swampert and them are gone. And Bulu always comes in at full, and I literally just click Horn Leech and don't care. Hey, don't freeze me again. Go ahead and give me that delicious, delicious, delicious recovery. Mmm. Pretty sure my best switching is always Greninja. And I'm also pretty sure I just click Hydro Pump. That did some damage. Once again, I'm going to bring in Bulu here and pray not to get frozen. Because I will easily eat Surf, I will easily eat Ice Beam. Man, yo, Jambat, I don't know if you're watching this, bro. But I'm having like heart attacks whenever they go for those attacks. Don't you dare! There we go. Woo! The crit literally just made it easier for me because now I have one less thing to worry about with being frozen. Good game. That's what I'm telling you guys, like honestly, I don't think I would have dropped the last game if I mean, obviously here, he tried to adjust a little bit to how I played, but I don't think I would have lost the last game versus him if I wasn't frozen on Bulu. Well, we're able to get our revenge, which is pretty cool. I kind of want to get into the game because I don't like where we are on the ladder. 1748, what is that, 23 losses? 25 losses, my God. 91 games total? My goodness. Alright, I'm bringing something a little bit more serious next time. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did... by the way, that was a good example of that game. Sorry, I'm cutting myself off, but I always say that Marowak has that disgustingly annoying habit of living every single hit on just a smidgen. As you saw, I lived that hit versus Tornadus, man, on 3%. That's Marowak, man. Marowak really has that annoying habit. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.